Hi, this is Royce Clayton, 17-year Major League veteran. Now proud to be 5 years high school baseball coach at Oaks Christian. And today I'd like to talk to you about coaches' core values. Just from a personal standpoint, I came into Oaks Christian faith-based school, which makes a lot of sense to me and things I want to accomplish through coaching. So those value systems, those value principles were already established with the program per se. But as I got into the program, I was very quick to see that sometimes those, even though good values, as we see it, did not match my core values of how I want to go about the leadership and being a head coach at the program. So very quickly, I had to understand what it was that I wanted to change, what it was I was trying to accomplish, and basically the reason I was taking this position. And I looked within myself and looked within my history of how coaches had impacted my life. And I came to the real quick reality that my responsibility was to help these boys actually become young men in the process. So what does that mean? I think we come into a situation as young people. Unfortunately, there's still some people that get older that still have a mindset of being a boy. You think the world revolves around you. You think everybody's here to serve you, and it's all about you. So getting to the other side of that means that no, being a man is taking accountability, understanding that you're here to serve others, and understanding that you're just a part of this whole system, and this whole system doesn't revolve around you. So tasked with that, I realized the culture itself, as far as the school, entitlement, wealth, a lot of different things that were present at the school didn't really vibe with what I clearly understood was my mission as a coach. So it wasn't a conflict. I just understood that my job was going to take time to really get down to the core issues and really try to help these young people. You think that sometimes with an affluent situation, you don't have the same problems as kids that don't have the same type of access. But in reality, everybody's in the same predicament. They're looking for models, they're looking for help, they're looking for leadership, and looking for guidance and somebody to hold them, most importantly, accountable. So I think that when it was all broken down, and the biggest thing I've been able to do and accomplish at the school thus far as a baseball coach is serve that need of finding accountability within each and every one of my players that comes to the program. And I do that by giving them responsibility. My program is about leadership. We take it as a responsibility. One of the biggest advantages I do have is I have a middle school program, which consists of 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. So our high school guys, even as freshmen, understand that their job and responsibility is to help foster those younger players. So everybody within the system, except for maybe the 6th graders, have a role and responsibility of accountability to teach the next level or teach those under them. So obviously my seniors shoulder more of the burden because I hold them more accountable to things because they've been in the system for 6, 7, 8 years, depending on if they transition from middle school to high school. So that really puts us in a position where we're fostering leadership, we're fostering accountability. So therefore, whoever you're looking to, right, left, or center, somebody's accountable to somebody else. You don't just have no responsibility. So that's one of the biggest things we've been able to achieve is giving the latitude for their struggles, their shortcomings, and learning in the process of how to be a leader and how to be unselfish. I'll tell you a quick story that points to this. We had kind of a lax day. Practice wasn't going the way I liked it. No intensity, no drive. So I came up, called everybody in. I said, look, today's not going well. I'm just going to sit on that bucket over there and You guys figure out what it is that you want to do. So we had one of the best practices I've ever had in 5 years at Oaks Christian. Everybody was talking to each other, communicating, talking about responsibilities. Let's go. The practice tempo was there. But again, I gave them that latitude, the accountability to run the practice. This is your practice. This is what you get out of it today, and you're responsible for it. A lot of times I think that we don't give our kids enough credit or enough responsibility to, struggle, go through some shortcomings, because we feel we have to be in control. But the more that we let them know it's about them, the more that they understand that the true knowledge of what you're getting is the ability to teach it, then I think that we've really garnered the success that we're trying to get at. So that's been my overarching goal. And like I said, the core capacity of what we're trying to do, values, and that value is always accountability. And that can go a lot of different ways, but that's the word that sticks out in my mind. You can take it a million different ways, but you own what you do. We're taking responsibility. We're not making excuses. We're accountable to somebody. We're accountable to our program. We're accountable to our mentorship. We just really take full responsibility for everything that happens within our system. And that's all we can do. And that's the truth of the matter. So, like I said, just really thinking about it, I light up. Like I said, I couldn't say that my core values as an individual really meshed or met every single detail that the school had as far as how they went about their process. Some folks within that system, even parents, don't want to take accountability because it shows that, hey, sometimes you come up a little short. Sometimes you don't meet goals. Sometimes, things don't work out the way that you planned it, but it's still not a problem as long as you take accountability for it. You learn, you get better, and you keep going. So I think that's the biggest thing that I brought to the program was the fact that I'm always going to take accountability, take responsibility for the good, of course, and then we're going to take responsibility for the things that aren't so good. So, that's my message to you, is to come up with your own core value thing that really melds with you as an individual, so you can stay consistent with it. Because if it comes from somebody else and it's not you, it's just not going to work. But I found that if it's in with who you are as an individual, and you can live it, walk it, talk it every day, I think it'll work. So that's my advice on finding that core value system for your program. Find something that works for you, stick with it, and stay true to it. Thank you.